So they're starting to talk about my discharge from the hospital, um, and you'd think I would be just dying to go home, having MACFS, being in the hospital, but I've wound up, luckily landing in this unique situation where this room and doesn't make me worse, and the staff is sort of listening about MACFS. So I haven't really gotten worse here, and I have some conflicting emotions about going home versus staying here that are kind of interesting. There's something just deeply, deeply cathartic about having a medical issue that's known, and you go to the hospital and they diagnose you and they have a treatment plan. They figure out what's wrong with you, they know what it is, and they execute that treatment plan, and they basically know what's going to happen to you. I always talk about the medical system as being designed for broken legs, where you go to the hospital and they wrap a cast around you, and you go home and you recover, and that's kind of what's happening here. The medical system is working for me, and that feeling is just amazing. Compare that to ME/CFS, where every single symptom is an unknown. We never really know what's happening to us, or what's going to happen to us, or what happened to us in the past. Even, we might have a treatment plan, but it's like kind of all up in the air, and we just never know what's going on with us, even just the simplest things. And here, it's like the medical system is working for me, and I know what's happening. I would never want this condition in a million years, but feeling the medical system working for me has just been amazing. But at the same time, I'm really looking forward to going back to my routine at home, where my caregiver, it's the same person every day, and she knows exactly what I need. She comes in and we barely even talk. She just gives me what I need and takes care of me. And there's so little energy involved in it, and it's just so fluid, and it's just easy to be taken care of, compared to here, where there's a new nurse every day and every night, and I have to explain every single thing I need over and over again, combined with all the poking and prodding and temperature taking, and but just that feeling of having the medical system working for me and how good it feels, I think, speaks a lot to the experience of having ME/CFS and what we need as ME/CFS patients.